So here's the follow-up drawing of the ideas that you just saw in part one. This is the
All right,
video
here
that
we
I
are
just
at the
showed you.
entry.
And this is where I took the lines that were in here and recreated a drawing of my vision of what this area looks like. So first thing we're going to look at is just the hardscape end of it. So what you're looking at is this is the fire pit right here. The fire pit is beside the hot tub. And what we would do is we'd work it so that this hot tub could be inserted in here on a flat surface. So you've got the hot tub, which is approximately where your drawing was. Beside it is the circular fire pit. And then we've got the waterfall that cascades down from up top here. In other words, this section, this is where the water would be coming out. And we would have a number of waterfalls. And the number really depends on how we create this. We don't want 5 little itty bitty waterfalls in here. We probably want 2 or 3 good waterfalls, and that's really going to be based on the elevation. Now, I do anticipate bringing in some dirt to build this up to make your waterfalls a little bit more dramatic than what the current slope of this allows you to have. The other thing, I could have this water that is pumped up here flow into a pipe and back to the lake, or I could create a creek. That really just depends on your budget and what you want to put into it. The materials, although I do look at this as somewhat rustic, I really do lean towards pavers or concrete, something a little bit more refined to go with the architecture of your house. So let's move on to, this is what the landscape looks like in here. So beside, this is all very variable, but probably a weeping Japanese maple, gardenia or encore azaleas, tea olives. These are Japanese maples, and there's one more over here. You can't see it in this drawing. The Turk's cap has inspired this to be a butterfly garden. In other words, this needs to be full of blooms, and like butterflies will be telling all their buddies around the lake to come out to y'all's place to hang out and enjoy the butterfly garden. So other little things, tea olive matching over here. This is probably another encore azalea, and then this would match in that location. At your entry, this is what I envision in this location. So going from nothing to here's how the flow of the walkway works. You enter, it leads you to the door. You enter, it leads you through these 2 boulders around, or you can go onto flat surface where you go into the hot tub and the fire pit. Other really key features I see would be probably maybe red Japanese maples, and I favor those because I think they'll be so outstanding against the white background of your house. And then what I've drawn in here, if you want to do lighting, I would definitely uplight these. I would uplight the boulders, probably have some wash lighting on the walls through here. I didn't do a planting plan through here, but that's the general layout of how all of this flows together. It's cohesive, it's united all in one material. Thank you so much, Corey, Creative Habitats.